I'll answer any questions if you want while we're waiting for George.
The best outcome for saving the show?
Yeah, I mean, as most of you said, we think it's a better fight than Dowd Jordan, and you know, you guys know Jake Wyllie better than I did, but he impressed me so much tonight because I know he's tough and I know he can punch, but I just didn't know whether he could stand up to the clean shots and the firepower and the speed of Kambosos, especially for the first 6 rounds. And he did it really well. I mean, it's funny, like those kind of nights can really just give you the confidence to realise that you're a world-class fighter. I mean, George Kambosos is a world-class fighter. There's absolutely no doubt about it. And it was a very competitive fight. I thought it was 116, 112, 115, 113. I thought it was, I thought 117, 111 is very harsh, to be honest with you. I thought some of the scorecards were weird tonight. I've just been looking at the cards. But yeah, I thought it was a brilliant fight. I thought George looked razor sharp early. And then Jake just came on strong and, you know, done an amazing job.
What do you think you could do with a guy like Jake Wyllie? He called for a contract with you?
Yeah, 100%. Like, I mean, like Jake Wyllie was supposed to be fighting in 2 weeks' time. I mean, the one thing which I will say, and listen, I shouldn't be talking it down because it will affect me, but the purses for Australian fighters are awful, right? And he was due to fight in 2 weeks' time, 3 weeks' time. And I saw his contract, and the money was disgusting. But not disgusting for the market. Do you know what I'm saying? It wasn't that it was out of place. It was just that I can't believe what the fighters here get paid. Like, part of me, I'm quite jealous. Do you know what I mean? Because if I was paying that kind of money to fighters, wow, our company would be worth 10 times what it is. So the key now for Jake is to, like, you know, you're never gonna, unless you do something really, really special, in Australian boxing, you can't actually financially secure your future unless you get to world level. So tonight, he made a massive payday. Not enough to live off for life, but to put himself financially in a great position. Now we've got to go back, and like the only way you can make money is to basically fight overseas. So we're trying to build a structure here where we can grow the sport big enough where actually the fighters can make decent money and they don't just have to gamble abroad to make a decent payday. And I'm a bit of a soft touch. Like, I love the kid. I'm in love with Jake Wyllie already. And I'm just looking at him thinking, what a story. I mean, great, Kambosos got the win, we'll make the Hitchins fight. But I'm also looking at Jake Wyllie, looking at social media, wow, what a nice kid, what a fighter. But he's 24. Like, he's, you know, and what impressed me was standing up to the shots. That was the key for me. Because you can be a puncher and you can have a great engine, but if you can't take a shot. But as the fight went, his confidence started growing and growing. And in the 12th round, he was fresh as a daisy. I've never seen anything like it. 5 days notice. I mean, I know he was fighting in 3 weeks, but I just couldn't believe his engine. It's unbelievable.
Did George need to show more tonight? Was there sort of vulnerability?
Yeah, not really. I mean, I think George has done it all. So I think he's proven his credentials. I think it's very difficult sometimes when you come in 5 days notice, you're fighting Dowd Jordan, now you're fighting some young Australian, you know, and it's like 6 rounds in, it's getting tough. You've had a clash of heads, you've got a bad cut, you're thinking, blimey, I'm supposed to be fighting Hitchins in 13 weeks, and that is the date, and it's not movable. And that's now the challenge for George, because it's not push it back 3 or 4 weeks, that is the date. No, I thought he boxed well, but he just come up against a young kid who was really the last 3 or 4 rounds where Wyllie really come on strong. And no, I thought he looked very sharp early.
We talk a lot about Australian spirit. We've got a small population, even smaller viewing audience. Do you think it's the spirit that's making us so big on the world stage at the moment?
Well, I mean, for the viewership that you're getting, to have the amount of shows that you're having and the amount of quality world-class fighters that you've got, it's quite amazing. You know, I'm really interested to see how this DAZN Foxtel deal plays out, because I want to do, you know, you really need these shows going to bigger audiences. You know, everything's behind a paywall. I mean, tonight was not pay-per-view, but basically every other show is pay-per-view. I mean, what was Brock Jarvis against Keith Thurman? $80? $70. You know, I mean, how are you going to grow a young fighter behind a paywall all the time? So I don't know what the answer is, but I love it. I love I love the energy of the people. I think you've got tremendous fighters. You're just like us. You like live sport, you like a night out, you like a beer, and you like a punch up.